Send another notice telling you this is a fault notice, you are in fault. You haven't replied, you haven't paid, and they give you another 30 days. If you don't reply, they send you the default notice, and then they take away your property. That's how commerce works. And that's how they operate. They have to let you know that's the honorable way to work in commerce. So you have to reproduce the exact same procedure. So you notify Hacienda, first notice, look guys, I accept whatever you think I owe you, and you have to send them to registered mail and keep all the receipts and your evidence. I use mail tracker. Once you send the mail, you can make sure the other party opened it and received it. So you send your 3 notices, and the last one is the default notice. So after that, after you have let the government know that they haven't provided any contract, any evidence what they claimed was true, then they are in default. They are in dishonor. So when the ED comes, just grab the paper. You don't even have to open it if you know what it is. You don't even open the letter. Just make a line. You write down no. I don't consent to use my private personal financial information in any way, not negotiable. Send it back to where it came from. Or if you can research and find out the actual name of the living man, head of the corporation, address it to his personal email. And that's it. And eventually, you said that in a sworn oath again. You swear that look, I already sent you notices, and you haven't replied. They will keep trying to send you, but eventually, there's no way that none of this will end up in court because you proceeded lawfully. That's it. That's it.
So, do you know of any cases where people actually do it?
I've done this with fines. I don't pay fines. I just send them back because I already noticed the government. DGT, for example. DGT is the traffic. I don't pay fines anymore. I send them back to the number 1 in DGT.
But they can take themselves. Or it goes later to Anetebuhring, and then they just take from bank account, they embargo bank
Okay,
account.
good.
This is what they do.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a very good point. Your bank account, you created your bank account with your DNI or NIE, which is not yours, it belongs to the corporation. You need a bank account, open a bank account, not with your DNI.
But that's not possible now.
It is. You need a passport. Yeah, there's an option in Correos with 7,000, not very much limit, 7,000 euro limit, where you can open debit. You can open a bank account with an international account number, and you can use that. There are a lot of people that they have that. That account number is not to the DNI name or number, so they cannot touch that money. But there's a 7,000 limit. That would be the answer for that.
Was that from the post office?
Yes, from the post office, yes. Tarjeta de correos. You need a passport and the world passport would be. There's a company in the United States. They give. It's not a country. It's called the world passport because the Correos accepts passports that don't use the passport from UK or France, but you get this passport, the world passport, and another document, certificado, empadronamiento, something like that. And with that, you ask for that card with that account number that is not related, that doesn't belong to the government.
Would this be the same for your utilities?
Yeah, yes, the same.
So you need to move all of them onto direct debits from your bank.
Yes, but it's not that easy from the government to take the money from your bank account. You even using the DNI, that has to be there has to be a process of law, and the judge has to sign. It's not that simple. They just take your money from your bank account. It's not that easy for them.
The tax office.
It's not that easy for them to take the money from your bank
The
account.
tax office, it's very easy. No, it's very easy because I work with it. So I mean, not in the tax office, but in the...
Yes, but if you've done the due process of notifying the tax office, the Hacienda, etc., with the process that I told you.
Never anybody answers anything personally, signing for anything.
Yes.
You have first a country requirement, you have to answer. You have 10 days to answer. If you don't answer, you have penalty already. I mean, client, you've got a penalty already. And then they just embargo their account. If there is no money at the account, they embargo the car. If there is no car, they will go for the house. It takes years, it might take 10 years, 5 years, but they will do that if the money accumulates.
Yes, that's why you start from the beginning, buying the property, the car, the assets, not using the DNI, but between private parts. That's the first thing. So back to civil law. 3 principles of civil law: law of status, law of property, and law of obligation, contracts. So you need to cover these 3 pillars of law so that doesn't happen. First, what is law of status? I notified the government that I changed my status from my DNI corporation number to Leo, the living man. I changed my status. Send them 3 notices telling them, look.
Do you have to get a birth certificate to do that?
No. Here in Spain, there's you don't need it. You don't need it. You have to sign a sworn oath, swearing that you are telling the truth, all truth and nothing but the truth. That if they can provide any evidence that you are not a living man or woman, then that truth, let that be the whole truth, that you are. If they don't reply, that means tacit consent. They consent to what you're saying is true. They're saying they're silent because obviously you are a living man or woman. So you have to change through 3 notices, change your status to the government. So when I interact with the government, they send me fines. Just make a line, cross the line, and send them back because the fines are directed to my DNI, and that's an account. It's an account I have, but that is not me. So just send it back because I already noticed this DGT director. I already told him, look, can you provide the contract? If you provide the contract that I have signed with you that I owe you taxes for one car and register everything, and I'll be happy to pay. There's no contract, no relationship, then it's over. And there is no reply, never. They just send them back and that's it. There are no consequences. Anyway, the second thing, law status, you change your status, you change. So law of property, that one is one of the most important. For me, the first step, as I understand it, is buying the property, whatever asset, not using the DNI, but between private parties. You have the land, I have the money, let's sign a contract with a non-disclosure agreement, confidentiality clauses. Where do we want to